the spiritual world so they can embrace and master energy to develop their brand magic. And with over 30 years of business experience, I've designed and built several hundred products over the years, selling them worldwide from my brick and mortar shop as well as online. I've authored several articles found in published in industry publications, all co-creating with spirit. And I use this experience to help you brand your magic, build product lines, package your services to weather all storms, and market yourself in a feel-good way, all without resorting to mind control. So if you are feeling stuck, uninspired, or just want to get started in your business, I'll be available tonight in room number 8 for private readings. So I can't wait to hang out with you. Thanks for joining us tonight, and I can't wait to help you on your journey. Stay magical.
Thanks so much, Lisa. All right, let's come back to Tammy if you're ready, and I'm going to unmute you, I think. And then after that, we'll have Jasmine. Sorry, Jasmine, I'm jumping around. And then Henry and Stephen.
Thanks for coming back to me. Sorry about that. Tammy Joyful here again. My dog Harmony is my partner on this beautiful journey here on this earth. He just said hello. I don't know if you heard him or not. We communicate with animals, departed loved ones. We do energy clearing and healing sessions. He said hello again, making his presence known. And I love to help people remember and understand their own gifts by providing spiritual guidance from individual classes to longer mentorship programs. And through the animal communication, we hope to help you build a stronger partnership with your pet, leading to more peaceful household for everyone. And my desire for connecting you to your departed loved ones is to help you understand that they are still here with us, just in a different energetic form, and to help you connect with them yourself. In the energy clearing and healing sessions, I help clear energetic blockages. I help people open up to their true favorite self, connect with divine energy, so you can fill up energetically, excuse me, and in turn be protected and strengthened. So I work multidimensionally to restore balance and harmony to the mind, body, and spirit. And I help release old family patterns, childhood and other trauma, generational issues, emotional triggers, just to name a few. And you can, excuse me, find me at tammyjoyful.com. I am Tammy Joyful on social media, and I'm truly honored to be here today. And I hope to see you in room number 11. I have a talk at 6:15 and 7:15, I believe.
Thanks so much, Tammy. Let's see. So we've got Jasmine next, and then we'll have Henry and Stephen.
Hi, everyone. Blessings. Thank you so much for being here this evening, for choosing to spend some time with us, for choosing to gift yourself our love, our presence, and our gifts tonight. I am an artist, a writer, and an empowerment educator and embodiment ally. I am here to witness and guide and support and love you through decluttering the trauma within your mind, heart, body, and spirit. I create little content and courses to support you with integrating mind, heart, body, spirit in everyday life so that you can tap into your highest potential and thrive in the human experience. I will be in room 3 today, and I will be offering my love and presence. I pull tarot, I do Reiki, I do chakra clearing, and a whole bunch of other things, all intuitive counseling, unique and special to you. I will be in room 3 today. Thank you again for being here, and I look forward to sitting with you in full presence. Blessings.
Thank you, Jasmine. All right, we've got Henry and Stephen next, and then we'll have Rosemary. Wait, sorry, let's get you unmuted. Sorry, I think I'm having to invite everyone.
All right, thanks. So hi, I am Henry India Holden at henryindiaholden.com, and I am the creator of the Mystics Tarot and Oracle cards, and I'll also teach you how to use these cards in a class. In fact, we have one going on right now. And I am a spiritual relationship and business coach. I didn't used to coach business, but people keep asking, so we do that as well. And tonight I brought my partner of 20 years for the first time. Yay. And we're going to be giving a talk about fourth dimensional soulmates, because that's what we are, fourth dimensional soulmates.
And we're also going to share the story of how we found each other in this lifetime.
Yeah, in this lifetime. And so please join us for our talk. We're giving one at 6:15, and then the second one, actually the same one again at 7. And we're going to be in room 6, which is in the tarot, the lovers. If that's not perfect,
So perfect.
I don't know what is. And then we do private sessions to help you identify the 9 signs of a fourth dimensional soulmate. And we do that in H room. Thank you.
Wonderful. See you soon.
Great. Thanks so much. We've got Rosemary next. Let me unmute you. And then Brianna is going to go after that.
Hi, everyone. I'm Rosemary Davis. I am so happy to be here and so happy to be a part of this great group of people here. I'm owner operator of dragonmastery.com, Dragon Mastery LLC, where I help folks understand and awaken to their consciousness through being able to be in control of their thoughts, understanding what they think, how they think, and why they're thinking those things. I also help you with tools to meditate and clear chakra energies where you might be blocked. I have different types of programs because mastery is such a private adventure, a private journey. I offer one-to-one classes as well as group workshops. For those that are studying the way of mastery, I'm also a registered facilitator for the Shanti Crystal Foundation. So for all of those that are studying the way of mastery through that, I have provided a great resource where we could do chapter reads and discuss. I also do relationship counseling as far as helping folks with relationships and trying to connect with each other on a spiritual level. So again, join me. I'm going to be in room 10. My program tonight is going to consist of kind of a journey through the awakening process as to what Kundalini is, how these energies affect you, and how to get in control of those and take control of your life to bring more well-being into your daily existence. So join me in room 10.
Great. Thank you so much. And we've got Brianna next.
Hi, everybody. I'm Brianna of Mystic Mantis Arts. I am an artist, astrologer, Reiki master, cartomancer, and I'm adding my yoga teaching instruction this year. Today, I will be offering Reiki-infused tarot readings, astrological tarot readings. And I came to my journey through a couple different ways. I had a car accident at the beginning of my Saturn's return going through the 8th house. So if you know anything about astrology, that's a lot of shadow work there. So I specialize in integrating the shadow, helping you find harmony through community heart healing. And so I will be in room 1 today, and I hope to see you there.
Great, thank you. And I think we haven't heard from Gabi yet, right? We were having fun Mercury retrograde stuff. Gabi, are you able to get on now, or we're having more funny? Let's see, get you to unmute.
Okay, I'm unmuted now. Hi, everybody. I'm Gabi Schöning. I do energy shifts and intuitive readings. And I will be in room 5 at 7 o'clock to do a healing meditation for the earth and for everyone participating. So if you seek healing for anything, please feel free to join then, or like to come for a mini session. And in the breakout room at all other times, I'll be available to work with whoever comes by donation, or like set up an appointment for another time. Usually I work by phone. And so I'm looking forward to how this evening is going to unfold, and happy to meet you all.
Great, thanks so much. I think, is everyone on the screen introduced already, maybe? I think so, and I don't think we have any other practitioners here yet. Unless if there's anyone here, let me know. I'm watching the chat. And then we plan to also be joined by M, who does medical intuition and tarot. I got a reading from her last week. It was great. This would be the first event she's been in. She is young and is getting started, and it's also an eye reader in a totally different way. So there's a third totally different way to read eyes. So hopefully Em will be able to join us. And then we're also going to be joined by Evangelia Wenzel, who does intuitive guidance, subconscious reprogramming, energy healing, kinesiology, and I think a whole bunch of other stuff too that I couldn't even fit in the flyer. Intuitive guidance, did I say, trauma release, all kinds of different things. And then we also should be joined by Sherry Jashaw, who does Tesla and terahertz energy wands, cards, and jewelry, and is going to be sharing about the Tesla and terahertz energy wands and how they work. That is the plan. And then I'm Lorelei Shamayo. I'm an intuitive eye reader, body psychology coach, and matchmaker. I read your eyes, read your soul, like eyes are a window to the soul, and I'm observing your body and all kinds of subtle patterns in your body where you get itches and postures and like all kinds of gestures in your face, all kinds of different things. Tell me about what feelings you might be having, ways that you're honoring yourself, ways that you're not. And in your eyes, I read your soul and talk about your purpose, your lessons. I can answer questions about your career path, relationships. So I'm looking to see what's your journey, what's the pathway that you're on, where are you on your journey, how you can move forward, and what are ways you're stuck. And there are ways to use your body so that you can move and get unstuck when that happens. You can learn more about me at intuitiveeyereading.com, matchmakingsoulmates.com, and I'm going to be doing group readings in my breakout room during the later part of the fair. I think $15 or $10 for BIPOC folks as a step of making reparations. So this is who is here tonight, and Gabi keeps popping on and off. Let's get you back up here. And I see other growing practitioners joining us tonight too. All right, let's see. So let's see. So we're going to be transitioning over to the intuitive panel. And I guess, Raquel, I neglected to turn on the recording earlier, actually. So maybe, and Lisa, we interrupted you in the middle. So I wonder, Raquel, maybe do you want to tell us about who you are again really briefly? Go ahead and jump in, because I want you to be in the recording. I got to unmute you. And then we're going to jump into the intuitive panel in just a moment. So if you want to ask a question, let us know in the chat that you want to ask a question. Go ahead, Raquel.
Hello, my name is Raquel, and I am a Akashic Records reader, and I do a tunative reading. I channel, and I bring in all of my modalities, all of my gifts, and I walk with you during your spiritual journey. And what I do also, I do Reiki. And so when I combine and I weave the Reiki and the Akashic Records reading and the tarot cards, then you get a chance to see your true essence of who you come here to be. And I believe that we all come here on purpose, with a purpose, for a purpose. And that is the fun, discovering all the magic in you and all of the purposes that you come here and all your gifts within you on your spiritual journey. So thank you. I'm so happy that you come at this moment in time. Namaste.
Great, thanks so much. Yeah, we might come back to Lisa at the end too. So let's see. So we're getting ready. Oh yeah. So I know. Oh yeah. If we're having trouble with someone, I'm aiming to keep the any bombing to a minimum. We have someone that's in the waiting room now that we won't let in. If anyone else is causing problems, let us know and we will escort them out. But we are not letting in the one person that's in the waiting room. Let's see. So since my beginning didn't get on here, this is the MeWe Fair for energizing body, mind, heart, and soul. We're here for 4 hours. We just introduced ourselves. We have a few more practitioners that we plan on having arrive tonight. We're going to be doing an intuitive panel now where we answer questions from the audience, and you'll have several practitioners that will give you answers. We prioritize having people that are new that have not asked a question in one of our online fairs go first. And then we're going to have the practitioners all in breakout rooms, and you can go in and out of those breakout rooms all evening, just like at a fair where you go from booth to booth. They're going to be offering all kinds of educational talks, group readings, and healings. Some are free, some are by donation. I don't think we have any that are set price today, and we are offering specials. There's a list of specials on the flyer. If you go to jointhefair.com and scroll down, you can see the list of specials and contact info for all the practitioners. And you also can see the schedule of talks. And then this is going to be making announcements all night across here. It'll go across the top of the screen, so you'll see when talks are starting. All right, let's see. All right, so it looks like we've got some questions starting. So I got to go find the question list. All right, here we are. Great. All right, okay, well, let's see. So Zoe, you got here and you're in line. So let's hear your question first. I know you haven't asked for a while. So yeah, what is your question, Zoe? I think I muted you. Great.
I wanted to know, so This is a question for Henry and Stephen, if I pronounce your name right.
You are pronouncing it correctly, yes.
Thank you. So what time does your talk start? So I can know.
Oh, so Zoe, this is an opportunity to ask a personal question. Like if you came to someone's booth, you could ask a question. So do you have some questions about you or your life? Or
if I came to your booth, would you recommend me to learn about you guys?
Well, I guess Zoe, so what intrigues you about Henry and Stephen? Maybe because that might give us some insight into you and what your interests are. And we could share something about that.
I like swimming.
Okay, cool. That's great. That's great. Well, I guess Henry and Stephen, maybe if you want to just share a little bit with Zoe, that would be great. And then Zoe, thanks for coming up. And we'll be going on to Tina next. Oh, I got to unmute you. Okay, this is sorry, everyone. We've just too much bombing, so I'm being careful. Oops, I thought I asked you to unmute. There we go. One more time.
Oh, there we go.
Great.
Okay.
Okay, great.
All right. So Zoe, yeah, so our first talk is at 6:15, and then we'll do the talk again at 7 in case you had to miss it. And so we have been together for many lifetimes, and sometimes we have snippet memories. Not so much now anymore, but years and years ago we had that quite a bit.
We explored that quite a bit.
And there are 9 signs that we know of that identify a fourth dimensional soulmate. And what a fourth dimensional soulmate is, like we said, is somebody who has been you've been connected with for hundreds of lives, or maybe even thousands of lives, as long as humanity's been around. Who knows? It's hard to say. And so we've discovered these signs, and we're going to share them. And not only do we do that in the talk, we'll share them, but we also teach you what they are and how you can identify them. And also, like, if you want to have a session with us. So we do individual sessions. Stephen does sessions. We're both certified life coaches. Stephen does sessions, I does, and sometimes we do them together if people request that. And it's a little bit of a longer session. And we help sort of identify what gets in the way, because even if you know the signs, that doesn't mean that you're going to be ready for that. So we'll tell our story of how we got together and what it took for us to be able to make that connection. Because it's not just like, oh, we met, all right, now off we go, woohoo! You know, It's more like, okay, what was in the way for each of us? And so this is something we help coach people through to resolve whatever can get in the way of finding your fourth dimensional soulmate.
Yeah, it's about altering your perspective in some ways.
That's true.
And really noticing what's going on.
Yeah.
So it's a journey.
Yeah, it is a journey, and we have been wanting to do this for at least 10 years, and we just could never do it. But recently, something happened that made us excited, and so
here we are.
Yeah. And
so glad that you're here. So glad that you're doing this. Thanks so much, Zoe, for your question. Great fun to be able to learn more and have Zoe be able to be included. We've got Tina up next. Okay, so Tina, I'm going to bring you on screen, and I'm going to ask you to unmute. And then what is your question? And practitioners, if you want to answer, raise your hand so I know that you're ready. So Tina, what question would you like to ask us?
Well, I don't know. I originally was going to say, what do you see as my next specific job transition? But then again, what I posted was, is there any intuitive, like, medical thought of what's going on with my health that I should push the doctors, since, doctors don't always, they just band-aid things.
Great, and M, who specifically does medical intuition, is not here, and some of the other practitioners might have insights. So we could do either one. You said next step on your career path, or what's happening medical intuition wise? Are those the
Either
two
one?
things?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yes.
All right, and it looks like Raquel is ready. So let's have Raquel, I think, jump in first. Okay, y'all got a minute, and I'll put myself up on screen so you can see me use the rock if you're taking too long. Let's get you unmuted.
Hi, Tina. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Lovely. Good to see you. Lovely to see you.
I'm nervous just talking.
Well, the beautiful thing is that you're talking, you're speaking. And so right away, I'm going to go with the Sacred Rebel. Do you mind if I pull a card for you?
That'd be great. That'd be great.
Okay. I went ahead and did pull a card, a soul card. Something was saying there's a message for her. And you did not know who the her or who the person was or hit or whatever. It just, there's a message. So I have another card that I can just pull. It's the soul card. That'll give you two. Accept disappointments gracefully. That's come to be, you know, because that's when we can really step into that what we don't want and we know what we do want now, because all that we didn't want was happening. And so it's okay to like put that, you know, like, oh, okay, I feel that, I know that. And next, it's time to move forward and create new for you, what that looks like for you, you know. Intuitively, you already know, that's why you've come here. Your nervousness is of being afraid, you know, whatever that means. I'm gonna just do one shuffle of this beautiful, I chose the Sacred Rebel. I believe that when we speak our truth, it comes, you know, from the higher self, the within. So the one card that I have for you is, what do you feel? And I got the rock. I let the beautiful rock that's popped in. So I'm happy to say, what do you feel? What do you know? It's within you. You already know.
It's great. I love how your intuition totally matches the card. All right, great. Let's see. So then we've got Rosemary and then Brianna and then Jasmine. So let me go get Rosemary unmuted. So I ask you to unmute and then I think I need you to click a button.
Thank you, Raquel.
Rosemary, yeah, there's some button to click to unmute.
Oh, there we go.
Right.
Okay. Tina, I totally agree with Raquel. A lot of the energies that we have inside of us tend to keep us from being able to quickly make decisions and feel comfortable about what we're doing. As she said, you already know what it is. However, because that energy is blocking, one thing that can help is to sit down with yourself, because only you know what makes you feel good. And sometimes when we have those energy blocks, they can also affect our health. So one of the things I'd like to recommend is to probably sit down and focus on a little bit of meditation. Maybe you could do that with a meditation coach. That's some things that I offer in my one-to-one sessions. But one thing that you can do is just sit down with yourself, breathe, and ask yourself those questions. I recommend getting a piece of paper and having it on the side and just allowing yourself to bring love to yourself and allow those answers to come, because you'll begin to get flashes of intuition about things that make you happy, things that you want to do, things that you may have wanted to do in the past and didn't do it for whatever. Maybe someone says, you know, you shouldn't do that, or you're putting too much energy in that, and actually keeping you from expanding and becoming the person that you really want to be. Our energies inside of us are the energies that are reaching out and wanting to be expressed. So if your health is being affected by you're not being able to decide what it is that you want to do, I'd probably start with maybe sitting down and being with yourself for a few moments and asking yourselves those questions. And then as those insights come, they might not get a bunch right away, but as they come over the next couple of days, write them down and you'll start to see some patterns that'll start to excite you and maybe help give you some direction into the way or the path that you want to try next.
Great. Thank you so much. And next we've got Brianna.
Alrighty. So I personally have had to navigate the medical system a lot growing up. I was kind of chronically ill quite a bit. So I understand how obnoxious it can be trying to be heard. And something that I've learned over the years through energy work, as well as there's some science behind this too. There's something called the amygdala hijack that when we get around other people, our brains output certain chemical frequency and we start to match other people's vibration in our brain. And then this can create confusion if other people are like ignoring you or pushing past you. So something that's helped me not get swept up into other people's vibration in the headspace is to practice grounding, especially before going into an appointment like that. Particularly connecting with nature can help shed any excess energy that might prevent you from having clarity before going in. So definitely with the meditation, like that was recommended too, but getting out in nature if you can, putting your bare feet on the earth really, really helps to draw out the extra energy too. So
I've been doing that a
can
lot.
help.
I've been doing that a lot lately, which helps calm, but it doesn't help clear, because I think I question myself when I'm thinking about one thing, I'm overthinking it with others.
Yeah, definitely. And like our last speaker mentioned, that's something you'll have to seek within yourself too. But the grounding can help you house your own energy into your body more solidly when you're dealing with other people who might want to brush you off. So good luck. I know it's hard.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks so much, Brianna. We've got Jasmine next.
Hi there, Tina. Thank you so much for your question. So as I was tuning into your question, I was feeling the energy bodies, and what I immediately got was there's an emotional block in your throat chakra. So it is almost as if you second guess and you doubt yourself. You have clarity of intention and focus within yourself and the path that you wish to go, but then the shifts that start to happen externally, because they don't seem to be the direction that you're the ultimate penultimate goal that you are looking to, it's almost like you create that energetic resistance to surrender. So the card that I pulled for you is impeccability, and you can't see it for some reason.
Yeah, it's all blurry.
There, okay. So the card that you have is impeccability. I want you to look at this picture while I speak to you. I pulled some tarot, and I kept getting that you have clarity. You know the direction. You already know how long it's going to take. There's not really much in the physical body to push out more than that energy body. It's really here. And so the guidance for you is to just trust what is letting go, what is shedding, what is falling away as you're moving through this big transition, and stay impeccable with your intention, with your focus. Like, you know, you are the bow and you are forming this arrow. And when the time comes, it'll be like, you just know the direction and you shoot that arrow and you hit your target. But right now it's really about strengthening that flame within you of your power and your intent, and just having gratitude for whatever's falling away.
Thanks, Jasmine.
Thank you.
We've got Gabi next. Oh,
Flowers.
Who's speaking?
So vibrant. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
Can you see me? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're choppy. You're choppy.
I'm turning off our video, so hopefully it'll work better. Let's see if that. All right, so let's go on to the next person in line. It looks like Lisa.
Hey, Tina, thanks for hanging out with us this evening. I want to address your career aspirations. That's where I feel like I can be a little more help in that direction. And I've got a set of oracle cards that are business minded. If you're familiar with the elements, I've got 5 elements here: earth, air, fire, water, and aether. And of course, I pulled the air card for you. And we know that air represents swords, right? So it's about action and movement and struggle. And it's also the suit of intelligence, logic, truth, and ambition. And in business sense, it's also about strategy, marketing, planning, and communications. So I dug a little bit deeper, and I've got a dedicated tarot deck that is specifically outlines and helps to move deeper into the sword element, right? So this one I'm using the 5-cent tarot, and this card that I pulled is actually called the 6 of Needles. So that'd be the 6 of Swords. So if you know anything about tarot, typically it's about escape. For this card, it's about your rite of passage. And a number of keywords that are on this card include overcoming and safety. And of course, those are some of the keywords that came up for me in relationship to you. And I think really it's about, if we look at the rite of passage, to have fun with this opportunity, have fun with the knowledge that you get to make a decision, you get to remain sovereign in the choice that you want to make on which path you want to take next. So if you're looking at feeling trapped, but you also want to feel safe, weigh those and feel those in your body and really get grounded on what that means to you. Does that make sense?
Yes. It does.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
All right, great. And then Tammy hasn't shared yet here. Let's.
Kina. First thing when you first came on, my hand went right to my higher heart. Just compassion. Have compassion for yourself. Just allow yourself to take these steps. All the wonderful information you've already gotten. Take that and see what resonates most with you. Write it down. Just keep doing it one step at a time, but have compassion for yourself and love for yourself. And I love the play. Lisa said fun. I got play. Play with like stories. You can, if you're a writer. I like journaling. Even just today, I'm going through a bit of a similar situation to you, and I just wrote down the story with details. I had like 5 pages of how I think this next little piece of my life will go, and just to play with it. And then once you finished with that one, then write another story of how you think it'll go, and have a lighthearted fun with it, and to have compassion for yourself. And regarding and put your hand on your up higher heart, like right above your heart area, like your chakra area, right on. I don't know if you can see me, you're not right above your like higher heart, especially maybe when you're in the doctor's office or whatever. And the other thing I got was, say when you're in the doctor's office and you're talking to him, you say everything that you need to say. No matter if you need to, and I got like interrupt them, things like that or whatever. Say everything you need to say, leave nothing unsaid. And each your time. That's your time in the office. So don't allow them to push you off or cut you off or whatever. This is my time. This is what I need to say. And follow your intuition and stuff too, as to what you need to say and how you need to say it too. Stand up, and feel strong and powerful before you go in there. Do the grounding like other people were saying and stuff, and just stand in your power. Gentle strength. I have gentle strength, and I'm going to say everything I need to say.
As it all winds up, trust myself and use my throat chakra.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Tina, for jumping in and getting us started.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your guys.
You're welcome. And one thing I forgot to mention is that this is a great opportunity for everyone to practice opening their intuition. You might want to scribble and draw and take notes, and see whatever shows up. And it might be similar to what we share when we answer people's questions. It's a great way to get confirmation that you're tapping into the same thing. Of course, you might have something come through that's totally valid that we happen to not mention. And it's a great opportunity to learn from all that's asked and all that's answered, whether or not you ask a question. And when we answer a question, and I'm so sorry I forgot to say this before you went, Tina, if we go deeper than you want us to go, we share about topics you want that we think are related, but you don't want us sharing about. So sorry, interrupt us. Give us feedback. Let us know that you want us to focus in a certain area. And so let me make sure to keep you unmuted so you can jump in and give us feedback when we're answering. All right, we've got Nicole next, and then Maria in line. So sorry, not everyone got to answer, but we got to go on to the next question. Nicole, are you ready to come up and ask your question? If you could turn on your video or unmute. If you turn on your video, I can bring you up on screen. Okay, great. I think you're here. All right.
Hello.
Hi, what is your question today?
My question is, in about 8 months to 9 months, I'm going to be moving and separating from the person I'm with right now. And I'm just wondering if me and my animals are going to be okay when the time comes, if it's a good move, if it's the right decision.
And it's so interesting that you know so many months ahead that you're going to be separating from this person. Are you ending the relationship too, or are you just physically separating?
I don't know what to do. I've been, for the last 2 years, I haven't been happy. I just don't feel that he's the person I'm supposed to be with. We're completely different. So I'm just wondering if I'm making the right choice, or if I need to, if he's somebody that I should try harder to make things work. I'm not sure what to do, but I feel that when the lease is up, that we should move separately, whether we stay together or not, is how I feel.
Okay, great, great. All right, I'm actually going to jump in and answer before, and then we've got in line, we've got Brianna and Rosemary. So there are 4 lessons that we're typically navigating in relationship. The first is that we typically date people that are like our family of origin in some way. So it might be like a parent or someone else that helped raise us, an older sibling. And the second lesson we go through is that we tend to choose opposites. So usually we're doing the same thing together. So parents or some other caregiver in opposites, and they are the hardest people to be with, because they don't get us. They don't do things the same way. We don't get them. It's hard to connect. Everything requires compromise. And the big next step is to date someone that's similar to you. And we have to love enough of who we are, appreciate enough of who we are in order to be with someone similar. And so I can't quite see your eyes very well, but it looks like you might be very creative, have a lot of different ideas.
Come back outside.
Yeah, but you might be creative and have a lot of different ideas, and you might also have a big heart. You feel people deeply.
Yes, I do.
So
very
being
much
empathic, having a huge heart, and being creative, and honoring freedom. And my time is up, and so I would have you go looking for someone like that. So yeah, it seems like ending, and you might even explore not staying together for the 8 months. You really know it's not a right fit. Okay. So yeah. All right, let's see. So we've got Brianna, Rosemary, Tammy, and Henry in line. So Brianna, let's get you unmuted.
Okay. I just want to offer my deepest empathy for what you're going through. I understand how difficult that can be. I recently myself left a 6-year relationship where I stayed for a couple of years, not sure if I was happy, not sure if I should keep giving it my all. And I personally stayed until I knew I had done everything I could. But I wouldn't necessarily recommend to do that. If you know that you're unhappy, if you explore that within yourself and there's something off, trust yourself, trust your feeling, and really explore that. And on the animal side, I came to my Reiki practice through healing animals. One of my specialties is an animal Reiki master. And we both have emotional support animals, cats, and we had to separate them. And I was really uncertain about that for a long time. And something that I've learned about directly from working with like children and animals more regularly is they really set the example of embracing this now moment and adapting to whatever situation. And they look to you for guidance. And as long as you're connecting with them, they will find equilibrium. They will look for you for reassurance. But for the most part, they might show some sadness at first, but they adapt really, really quickly and are sensitive enough that if you are unhappy in that relationship, they will respond to that vibration in your relationship too. So just keep that in mind. They'll adapt to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Good luck.
You.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Brianna. Rosemary's next.
Hi, Nicole.
Hello.
Relationships are very difficult, no matter even in the best of circumstances. So I really appreciate what you're going through when you have to think about if this is something that I need to break off from so that I could get a fresh start in my life.
Right.
One of the things that I like to talk to people about is being in love with themselves, because everyone brings something different to relationships, because we all have a past. We have parents who were our first teachers who may not have been the best in teaching us how to love ourselves and be strong. But then when we get with someone else that also may have had, different aspects of their own home life or bad relationships in the past, or an uncertainty about what they're even looking for in a relationship. Make it difficult for you when you get connected with them and you don't seem to be making that connection.
Right.
As I said earlier, I teach thought consciousness. So what I like to recommend is that you be able to sit down with yourself and heal some of maybe your base chakras. We have earth and spiritual chakras. Our earth chakras are like our sacral, our root, and our solar plexus chakras. Those are the things that our root chakra is our ability to connect with others, our foundation. Our sacral chakras is our ability to trust others, to give love and to receive love back. And then our solar plexus chakra is that strong part of us that says, hey, I'm okay, and it's okay for me to want and to give. Right. And so I like to recommend people really sit down and send love to those three areas, especially when you're looking at connecting with someone else, because our chakras are energy centers and they take in a lot and they're easily depleted. And a lot of times we don't sit down and replenish that energy. And then that's when you feel drained and not sure what to do and just confused. So if you send love back into those areas, it'll help you be able to decide, okay, whatever that energy was in the past, I could deal with it and move on. And I think my time is up, but please,
thank you.
I'm happy to talk with you more about it.
Okay, thanks. Thank you very much.
Tammy's next, and then Henry and Stephen.
Hi, Nicole. I could feel the anxiety of all of you, you and your animals. I could, feel that tension and anxiety within. So, yes. Doing those, the releasing of that tension. However you feel that what I'm seeing right now, there's a thing where you can stand straight and take your hands and swing them over, and then hit yourself in the butt and swing around and, hit yourself, just swing each way and to release that. So a quick release there. And I recommend you have a great relationship with the animals, but build your ability, or you already have the ability, you already talked to them and they already talked to you. So just to trust it and know and build that relationship with them stronger, the communication side, and ask them just straight up, ask, and if you can do it, just verbally, or if you write it, ask them a question and then write down what their answer is, and they're like, yeah, hell yeah, let's go, things like that, and then tell them exactly when you know what's going to happen. Make sure to communicate what is going to happen and when it's going to happen and how it's going to happen, so they're prepared ahead of time. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tammy. We've got Henry and maybe Stephen next.
Yeah, so Stephen is taking a little break here. He's very new to all of this, but he's going to be back for the talk. So, I pulled a card, which is the fear card. Can I share that on the screen?
Yes.
Yes. I know you have some security.
Co-host, you can share your screen. Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay. So I pulled this card and I thought it was very telling here. So this is the fear card. And so what this tells me is that you have a lot of fear going on. But as you can see in this card, this shield is not necessarily something that's blocking you, but maybe something that's protecting you. And it always has light with it. There's always a horizon that you can move toward. And I think that's what you're trying to do with this projecting ahead. I want to stop the share, projecting ahead to these 9 months, when the 8 months when the lease is up. So the hit I got, the intuitive or divine guidance hit I got with you was that the relationship that you're in now is more like a twin flame relationship. Does that make sense to you? Where it's like fast, yes. It's tumultuous, it's magnetic, but it's also confronting and challenging, and it doesn't necessarily feel good. And then the other hit that I got is that perhaps what you're ready for is a fourth dimensional life partner, like soulmate. So one of the signs that that this is the kind of soulmate they are, and you can check that with the person you're in with now to see if you should stay with them, because that was one of your questions. Was number 2 on the list is, do they show you the kind of empathy that you have for someone whom you've known for a long time? If you get empathy, literally, like whether it's like you've known them for a long time or not, if there's no empathy or not enough empathy, this is not a fourth dimensional soulmate. And it's most likely a twin flame. And then you really be in that relationship until you have learned what you need to learn. And the sense I get is that you have learned what you need to learn. And that's why you feel this pressure to get out of this relationship.
That makes sense.
Thanks, Henry. We've got Raquel
Thank you.
next.
Oh, hi, Nicole.
Hello.
I did pull 2 cards for you. And the nectar of the lotus. And just, you know, I see, what I was hearing when you say, when I'm happy, you know, that comes from that heart chakra, you know, and I love it that you got out in nature and you said, let me get out, let me go breathe, let me go be still, you know, and you're doing it right,
Right.
you know, just taking those moments for yourself and the Hierophant came up. And if I know anything about astrology, that's Taurus. They're usually like, okay, perfect. They usually know what they want and they just kind of go for it, but they don't do it unless it's something that they really, really have passion for. And if you have the passion to live a life that makes you happy, you're going to make that decision no matter what.
Okay.
You know, and when you do anything different, it will set you off balance. And it begins with you and your heart space. What makes you happy? That is, you know, what makes you happy. And then have a new contract. It's okay to have a new contract with any relationship. It's okay to renegotiate your wants, but you have to know what you want.
Right.
Within that contract before you sit down at the table. Sit with yourself first. You'll know.
Okay.
Namaste.
That makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah, namaste.
Thanks, Raquel. All right. Thanks so much, Nicole, for jumping up and letting us answer your questions.
Thank you. I really
Thanks for letting us
appreciate it.
Support you.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to work with Maria next, and I know we have Courtney and Brandy in line. We're probably not going to get to Courtney and Brandy. Courtney, I just put something in the chat that is for you. So you asked a question about what to do after leaving the disempowering belief system of Christianity or religious trauma. Have any of us been through that? We just did a panel on breaking free from religious trauma, and I have it up online on our YouTube channel, and there's information in the chat for you. So Brandy, or Courtney, I'm sorry, Courtney, there's your answer. So Maria, we are ready for you. Let's bring you up here. All right, Maria, let's get you unmuted. What's your question?
Yeah, I'm just thank you guys for making this available. This is awesome. I have just been feeling depressed and low energy. I am going through a shift in my career, but it's an exciting shift, but I'm feeling really low energy and a little depression. And I'm just wondering if there's any intuitive insight for me for that.
All right, great. Lisa's got something. Let's have Lisa go first.
Hey, good evening. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, Maria. When you said that earlier this evening, and I was waiting for your question to pop up, because the immediate thing I got for you was getting into Qigong. Are you familiar with Qigong?
I've heard of it, but not familiar, no.
Okay, so it's something that I became familiar with back in college. And then the last 6 or 8 weeks, I've really been getting into it because it is a powerful way to get our energy, our chi, to move back through our bodies and activate it. So every morning, you can check videos on YouTube, but every morning they're very light calisthenics, very, very light. You can clap and then tap your elbows and your armpits to get the chi to run through. You can stomp your feet. You can do lots of other things to really get that chi flowing. And that's going to help start to move your energy throughout your body. And then another thing that I do is I do a grounding cord from my root chakra into the earth's core. And then I pull up the energy from the earth up through my legs, and then I will pull down the cosmic energy from my head and have them meet together in the center in my root chakra. And that will really help me move that energy through and get me grounded. So I hope that's helpful to you.
Yes, thank you.
You bet.
Thanks, Lisa. We've got Brianna next.
I definitely concur on the Qigong. I always feel like really powerful and rejuvenated when I incorporate that in my daily routine. So thank you for bringing that up as my reminder also. But I did want to mention to you that this is, anytime I'm going through a really major transition, or if I'm feeling low energy for a period of time, that's generally something that I use astrology for. I'll look into what the transits are, how it's affecting my chart. And right now we're in the middle of Mercury retrograde, eclipse season. We have eclipse here on, I believe, Friday. And so those are really big energies. The Mercury retrograde specifically can leave a lot of people feeling more turning inward and restful when we would otherwise want to move forward in action. So that's definitely something that would be worth looking into your chart for.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brianna. We've got Rosemary next. Unmute you. Oops, I muted you again by mistake. If you could click it again.
There we go.
Great.
Hi, Maria.
Hi.
It sounds to me like what you're going through might be similar to a dark night. That's something that we go through a lot when we face transitions or situations that come up that we don't feel that are as positive for us as they should be. And I don't have, cards and that kind of thing, but what I would recommend is maybe taking a look at incorporating meditation and imagination. A lot of folks think of affirmations, but imaginations, like from the time we're children, help us set up in our minds what it is that we want to achieve. And that gets us excited about life. And so if you're feeling stuck or just not enthusiastic, I would work on clearing my chakras a little bit, but really sitting down with some meditation, some good oils, some good fragrances, clearing your negative energy, and really thinking at what is causing you not to be as excited, and then try to build some imagination into your meditation as to what you would like to see develop into your next steps, because that should help you get excited again.
Okay, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Thanks so much, Rosemary. And Raquel's next.
Hi, Rosemary. Rosemaria. Oh, I must be feeling.
Oh, no, it's okay. Okay. Great, Rosemary. And Maria's right. Maria asked a question. Great.
I would ask you when you first come and you first came and I first was feeling your energy flow. I was feeling ancestors. I was feeling like you're ready to pop in and begin something new, and you're questioning and doubting because you might be the only one that's been doing it or wanting to do it. So right away, I went to the ancient cards, and they're like back in the days in the 60s. And I'll just, what came, right? Organization. Organization. And I just have to share the box with you. I've been trying to pull this puppy to use it for another 100 years. So it's a card of guardian and wisdoms, and it's all of the between the Asian to the native to the goddesses. It's like a combination. So what you got were the angels and organization. You are choosing the right path or action in a chaotic situation, but you have these angels around you, within you, that you'll understand and hear your deepest knowing within you. You'll hear the messages because that's your higher self speaking. That you've been here before. Swords, you got the ace, and we know in cards, I don't gamble, I don't play cards, but I do know the ace says, I'm done with all that was, and I'm ready to do something new. And I'm putting my foot down, it's time.
Yes.
Yes.
I love that. That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah. Namaste.
Thanks so much, Raquel. We've got Henry next, and then Jasmine, and then me.
Maria, I got the sense of that you're feeling this, you have these feelings of depression or sadness. And I pulled two cards, and I'm not going to share them on the screen because it takes too long. But one of them is the Infinite card. That was the second card I pulled. And the first card I pulled was the portal card. This is from my deck, the Mystics Tarot and Oracle cards that I've designed. So not my deck as in I bought it, but my deck as in I designed it, created it,
Nice.
and it's available for if you want it, you can buy it. So the portal card is multi-layers. If you look at this card in person, you see there's more than just one face here. And it's because that's what's going on with you. There's more than one face. And so there is the true face, and then there's the face that is turned toward the world. And so so once you peel away the face that is turned toward the world to reveal the true face, that's when possibility, which is what this card is, that's why there's nothing on it other than just some light swirls. That's when possibility opens up for you. And that's when depression lifts. So how you can do that, how you can peel away that second face that is turned toward the world is by practicing radical honesty. So I've been there myself. I have done this myself, healed myself from depression that for several years by being completely honest. Somebody says, how are you? I would say exactly how I am. Somebody says, just telling the truth, radical honesty, not about other people, about yourself.
Right. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Henry. Jasmine is next.
Hi there, Maria. Thank you so much for being here and for your questions. So as I tuned into your energy, what immediately came up is there's a lot of grief in your body that you haven't processed, and that's what's draining and sucking your joy. I sent you a picture of the card, but this is what the card looks like. So, just allow yourself to feel that, okay? You don't have to attach yourself to the pain, but you can just allow it to flow through you. And the opposite of depression is expression, so if you're feeling stuck, just start moving your body, write, journal, start howling, roll around, do the worm, dig some dirt, dig out some worms, just start expressing yourself to start moving the energy. And when the layers of grief hits, grief is tricky. We rip a pair of jeans and we can feel as immensely grieful as something, a person passing. So it's not about judging or labeling your grief and what's transitioning and ending, just holding space for that and allowing yourself to express so that whatever's hidden will have a safe space to just be seen, acknowledged, and then released. All right. Sending you so much love, sweet love.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great. So then a few things from me. So one is if in this job that you're leaving or if in your relationship, there's some way that you've not been honoring yourself that is mirroring something, reflecting something from childhood where it's so collapsing your energy. So that could be part of what's here that's emotional. So great that you're leaving your job if it's there. And then just some physical things that you may totally be aware of just in case. So vitamins and micronutrients. So particularly micronutrients, things like seaweed and just other kinds of, I think, green sources that have a lot of different trace minerals and things like that. And then how's your gut doing? Is there anything happening with leaky gut? And then mold and Lyme disease and autoimmune stuff. And sometimes these can be all related and your energy just feels pulled down, which I've seen in some people that have some version of those things going on. So those are some kinds of things that I would look at. Yeah, so eliminating food allergens and But yeah, so the emotional and physical.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Maria. All right. All right, let's see. I'm going to take me off and bring Gabi back up. So we've actually made it to the end. Oh, wait, someone else is missing. I wonder who's missing. Oh, maybe no, it's me. Okay, and M is coming. So the person that's doing medical intuition is coming. We had a time difference. It's our first time joining us. And then, so practitioners, we're getting ready to leap into our breakout rooms. I'm trying to think, maybe we don't have to do introductions again. I'm remembering like how we do all these panels. All right, great. So everyone, we're getting ready to leap into breakout rooms. And so Anissa recently put them in chat. Not everyone is here. It looks like rooms 2 and 4 are currently going to be empty. And room 12 is going to be filling up. So all the practitioners will be in their breakout rooms and there are tons of talks coming up. The few that are coming up were just in the chat too. So it's 6:15, so in 10 minutes, we're going to have the 9 signs of a 4th dimensional soulmate with Henry India and Stephen Holden, and that's in room 6. And then we will have awakening spirituality through thought consciousness, dragon mastery, group energy work with Rosemary, and that's in room 10. And then we have tools for feeling vulnerable or insecure with Tammy Joyful, and that's going to be in room 11. So you can find out all the schedule of the talks by going to the fair schedule room. Oh, I need to put it in the fair schedule room though, Anissa. You probably haven't. Could you send that one to the fair schedule room and I will share its screen, and then the oh, and F Manganese is here. Let's get F Manganese up here to introduce themselves before we split up. So you can go to the fair schedule breakout room shortly and you'll be able to see the schedule there. You can also go to jointhefair.com and scroll down to see the flyer and the schedule of all the talks. M, are you here? I want to get you up on screen. Let me take me off screen. I want to get you up here so you can introduce yourself. All right, so I know we got to rename you and all kinds of things. So we're just getting ready to split up into the breakout room. So it's just a moment that everyone can hear you. Could you introduce yourself for a minute and tell us what you do? Who you are, what
Hi
you do?
everybody, I'm Am. Hi everybody, I'm Am. I am an intuitive reader, intuitive medical reader, and I do tarot cards. And yeah, I also help people with relationship issues, like getting into relationships with confidence. If you guys need any help in the future, I can help you with that. I also have experience with mediumship. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Great to have you join the community. You did a reading for me last week that totally was spot on, and it's so great because you perceive stuff through the eyes just in a different way than I do. It's similar to me and different than me. So exciting to have you join us and just leap in. All right, so everyone, we're going to be, we've got the breakout rooms open and we're going to be splitting up into the breakout rooms. And yeah, Anissa, what else? Let's see. So Anissa's going to be posting. So it's going to come across your screen 5 minutes before talks start and then when they're starting. You're going to be able to move yourself from room to room. So you should be able to do that all on your own. If you need help, we will help you. I'm going to turn off, after I do the recording, I'm going to turn off the feature so that everyone can unmute. So it'll be easier. We can all talk and ask questions and all that. Someone needs to be made a co-host. All right. Just be careful when we make you a co-host, please, to take care to not accidentally close the breakout rooms and things like that. Don't let anyone in that tries to enter the meeting. We have some people that regularly bomb us and we keep them on the outside. All right, great. Yeah, so let me turn off the recording. So everyone that's been watching all the way to the end, you can find out more about all of our online events and in-person events in the Pacific Northwest at jointhefair.com. And no, not jointhefair.com. Online is at jointhefair.com, and we're at MeWeFairs.com. And some of the upcoming events for all of you here hearing too. Sunday, tomorrow, we have a Metaphysics and Intuition practice circle where you get to practice your gifts with peers. It could be something that you know you've been practicing, and it could simply be intuition. And that's, yeah, Sunday, tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific time. And then Monday, we have a panel, Shielding and Piercing Through Curses, and that's at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And then Wednesday, May 3, we have Start Grow Your Intuitive Business, mentoring and coaching drop-in that Lisa and I do together. So much great stuff going on. And Nissa just put everything in the chat. And thanks for joining us, MeWeFairs.com.